Morning, everybody. It is a Thursday. I don't know what day it is, to be honest about it, but we cut around 210 acres yesterday, I think. Yeah, around 210. And then everything went pretty good. We only broke a finger and a sickle, and that was it. And then what we got left here? Yeah, about to unhook the head here onto the trailer, and then we're gonna get moved to a different farm. It's pretty dewy this morning, so I don't know if we're gonna be able to go yet or not, but time will tell. Stay tuned. See if I can get her here in the first try. Look at that plate down there. See how close I am. Still trying to get her here. Just trying to make sure it's good enough. You can see I'm bringing her down easy. Just pull away. Hope for the best. These newer bean heads, you gotta aim for those plates. Our old ones, we didn't have plates like that. The plates that rested was kind of out to the side a little bit, so you could actually see it. But these are gonna take a little bit to get used to, but as you can see, we got her. It's on. And that's all there is to it. Yep, just now getting started. It's already full. Got Jeffrey's coming in the mirror. Keep going back here. About 2 miles an hour. Trying to outrun me. These beans are still a little damp. We had a heck of a dew this morning. They're still damp, but we're actually getting them out. We're not losing anything. It seems to be going well. These beans are Pioneer 38s. I don't even know the thing. I'll say it in a second. Check that out though. This beer's like no other. These are Pioneer 38 TO5Es. I gotta be honest, I don't really know the maturity of the beans. I don't plant the beans. I should know them, but I don't. I believe 38s are an earlier maturity. I would only assume. I would assume your 40s and your 42s would be a later. Kind of like the corn. I do know the maturity on the corn days though. But, yeah, so I assume these are early maturity. They're running about 12.5% this morning. Like I said, we got one heck of a dew last night, but it brought back the yield a little bit and helped them out. We like to take them around that 12.5 to 13, so it kind of holds the moisture and the weight when we put it in the bin. But sometimes you can't always get that way. But there they go. As you can see, I got a lot of pods. One thing about the pods is you got to think all the pods rush down to the glass when it's coming down. Instead, the barrier back's pretty clean. Of course, that's what I did 2 hours ago when it was really dewy out, because I had to open up a hole for the semis. So right now they're not doing too bad. We're going to get that semi loaded. We're going to go top off the grain bin full of beans, and then we'll get that auger moved, and then we'll get moved to the next bin. You guys stay tuned. We got hopefully a long day ahead of us, so let's get to her. Yep, you got Dad and Matt. You can barely see him. Dad's in the combine, Matt's in the cart. I've been running all morning by myself. Dad came out here after him and Mom got back from getting a refrigerator that broke. And he decided to come on down here and join us. I got 60, 70, 75 acres done now, and he's probably already got 30 something done if I had to guess. It's 112 acres in this bottom, and the rest is all across the road. There's like 100 and want to say there's like 190, almost 200 down here. So we should be able to knock this bottom out tonight. It's only 112 acres. It's 526 right now. It's all flat field. It's all flat.
Probably 6,000 pounds probably.
These beans are pretty good. They just withstand a drought year and still be able to break even on beans this year, hopefully, if the market comes up. And obviously nobody's goal is to break even, but at the end of the day, if you can make it another year, that's just what you have to do. We're gonna keep hammering down. Eddie, he got out of surgery safely. Very thankful for that. He will be probably joining us next week. This is Thursday, so he should be back next week, I'm hoping. Good to see him. It ain't the same without him. But as of right now, Jeffrey's just gonna do trucks by himself. Tomorrow we'll have the truck drivers back now that we're further away from the bins. We'll try to hammer down. Beans are running anywhere from 10 to 13%. And the yield just goes everywhere too. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, and then it averages out and it's never what you want. But that's where we're at the moment. We'll keep hammering down, and here comes old Matty. Got Dad clear over there. Gave him the good stuff. I'm gonna go back through the center. I'm gonna take off the end rows on the back side. And should be good. Then I had some questions about how my boundary lines and everything worked out, but as you can see, now they didn't plant with my boundary line. I did these after they planted. But I went on the edge of the beans, because that's usually where we're always at, and in some fields I went over and made the line to where we need to get back on track. Instead of cutting, each year we come out just a little bit further, and the grass is just slowly cutting in. We need to take back those acres that we're already paying for. But anyways, this is what it's doing. It's going straight on the line, all the way around the field, right to the edge, all by itself. I don't even have to do anything. Isn't it sad? You ever just been in those moments to where you just can't see hardly anything? And I got Dad over here. I mean, he's stinking me out. And this thing, it's stinking me out. I can't see nothing. And there's a rock down there, I ain't gonna find it. It's just, you know, you just gotta kind of send up a prayer and hope for the best at the end of the day. Nothing like wrecking $500,000, you know. Probably more than that with the header on here. Just gotta hope for the best. You can only do so much. Now I'm staring at the ground all day long, looking for rocks, sticks, broken sickles, anything that's wrong with this. But yeah, right now, you ain't finding a rock or a stick out there if there's one in there. I'll tell you that. They're dirty. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just because it's been so dry this year. I mean, these beans, usually at the beginning when we start cutting beans, it's actually very tough to start cutting because they call it green stem. It's like when the beans are ripe and ready to be cut, but the stem itself still has moisture in it, so they're very tough to cut. These are just done. Usually after a frost, it dries out the stems to where they just cut super easy, as butter, as you would say. They're cutting like butter. Right now they're cutting like butter. They've been cutting like butter since we started. They're not tough at all. No green stem, no nothing. They're running 10%. I think the highest I had today was 12%. That was just because we had a heavy dew this morning. Now these are good, but we're in a bottom, so usually the bottoms do run pretty good. We just don't have enough bottom ground to make up for all the hills that we farm. And I'm not saying the hills are terrible. It's just on a dry year, all your hills don't have as much black dirt, and you can't see nothing out here. These are Pioneer 37s. What are they? 37A18E. Pretty good beans. Again, I'm pretty sure the 37 just stands for the maturity. And yeah, I'd say they're pretty low maturity. Runs pretty good. Been a pretty good day so far. I think we got a, I don't know how much we got done here so far. There's only 112 acres in this bottom. And there's 64 across the blacktop, which we'll just keep the headers on and go right across the road. But aside from that, How much you got in your tank? So John Deere has this little fancy thing called turn automation, automatic turn automation. Now, if you were a tractor, it would lift up your implement for you and whatnot on the headland. The headland is this close, the edge of the beans that's left right here. So as you can see, it's got a turn mark right there. And all I do is have to pick up the header, and it should start to turn me. Look at that. It's going. Now we're down here in a flat bottom, so I was getting bored. I figured I'd try it out. But I didn't even touch the darn steering wheel. It turned some bitch would turn around for me. You believe that? Nope. Now this is just my error. I had to get the header down in time. Isn't that something? Just turns it around and then it swaps. Every single time it swaps, it tells you how many feet you have left all the way to the bottom. Isn't that something? They're going to try to kick us out of these cabs one of these days. But I'm not paying $1 million for it. But pretty cool feature, I'll give them that. Down here at the bottom, still got probably, well, we're getting closer to getting half of it done. Probably still got to get 50, 60 acres left. Dad's plucking away over here. And Matt's in the cart. We're hammering down, and it's going good so far. Turned out to be a nice evening. Beans are still cutting pretty good. These are pretty tall beans, so it takes quite a bit of power to get through them, but they're not bad beans, so I'll take that any day. That's what we got going on today. Now, just in case if I don't remember to give you guys an update later, I'll go ahead and say thank you guys for watching. And this is only just the beginning. So we're up here in northern Missouri. I'm close to Quincy, Illinois, and just turning and burning this year. So beans are running about 10%, so we're going to stay on these probably until it either rains or it's too wet. We have to switch back to corn. But we're farming close to 6,000 acres. We got a lot of content that's going to start coming to you guys pretty quickly. I'm going to try to get better at posting videos a lot more, and yeah, we'll get them out to you guys. So thank you guys for watching, and tune in for the next time. And yeah, we'll see you then.